Well, 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 we are back at another race. I didn't think I was going to be here at Chino Grinder because I definitely wiped out like 4 weeks ago my bike and did some damage to myself and the bike. But the bike is fixed and I am mostly fixed. I'll show you the scar in a minute, but I crashed into a gate post with bolts sticking out of it at like 20 miles per hour. One of the bolts made its way into my arm and kind of just ripped things open there. And then ripped open my tire, and then hitting the post, like exploded my fork, my carbon fork. So we're okay now. Can't wait for the hospital bills. Those are gonna be fun. Anyway, I just went and got my packy pickup thing. I will say I did cat down, or not cat down. I changed my distance from the 40 whatever mile down to the 23 mile because I've not been on the bike in 4 to 5 weeks, and I don't know how my arm is gonna do. I still don't have full range of motion on it. It's mostly good, but it gets tight, and I don't know how the washboard roads are going to treat it. So before you come and attack me saying that I'm sandbagging, that's not the case. And I'm probably going to lose the 20 mile anyway. So we got our good old check-in goodie bag, which they said they were going to do bags this year, but they gave us a reusable bag instead though, and it's like plastic. I think it would make more sense just to give us a reusable fabric bag at that point, but whatever. Anyway, got your water bottle. Actually let you choose a couple of things, and I chose the thing of sealant. I've never heard of this before, but I guess it's made in Arizona, so we will try it the next time we swap out tires, which will probably be soon. Got some Team Charity case, or Team Charity, yeah, I think it's Team Charity case. Chino Grinder socks from the sock guy. Number plate, number 501. And this year's Chino Grinder shirt with all the sponsors and stuff like that. I like it. It's very basic this year. It looks good. And then a little thing of Hydromag from Oxy Life. Alright, well I gotta get the bike set up. It's mostly together, I would say. Johnny should be here today at some point. He's running late, but he's going to do the big boy, or the bigger boy, 43 mile race that I was supposed to do this year, which is going to be, I believe, his biggest race he's done yet. So that should be cool. Hopefully he does well.
I was able to get over to the start of the 40-mile race to get some footage of Johnny here. You might be able to see him. He's in an orange jersey. I can't see where he is right now because of the small editing frame, but he is there somewhere.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, go, go!
And we're off, and I had to cut audio because there is copyrighted music in the background, and I do not want a copyright strike. So, but as you can see, we are starting off in the back of the race as usual. You might have heard me talking to Unicycle Ken at the beginning there. We were both kind of last minute late to the starting line, so we both started in the back. You'll see him in a minute. He'll be on the right side here. Make sure to check him out. He's cool. I believe he's on Instagram. I don't know if he's on YouTube or not, but definitely Instagram. And we finally got out of that starting chute. We can spread out a little bit here and pass some of these people that are not slow, but not fast, I guess you would say. And I am going to do some commentary over this video. I was debating back and forth whether or not I was going to or not. I just feel like this one needs commentary. It's, you know, a fun gravel grinder, so there's not a whole lot going on in the beginning, but I promise it does get more exciting, I guess, or faster paced towards the end. This right here is probably the smoothest section of road that I am going to see all day. Trust me. And this is an ever so slight gradual climb, basically from the start of the event to the dirt road. So probably about 2-ish miles, so that's why everyone's kind of huffing and puffing here a little bit.
Oh man.
And here we finally got into the somewhat, I guess, quotation mark fun part, where it's kind of more dirt, open, grassy plains. It is very pretty, actually. I don't know where that person right there is going, because they're definitely not in the 40 mile, which means they have to be in the 20. And I guess they decided they don't want to race, or maybe they dropped something? I don't know. Anyway, it's very pretty out here, which kind of almost makes you forget that everything's gonna suck, you know, 5 to 10 more miles into this. Also, you can tell me that I'm completely wrong, but I think that hydration packs beat bottles in this type of race by a long shot. Like, it is so much easier just to grab my thing from my bag real quick, take a quick sip, put it back, and not have to lean over and worry about hitting a rock and crashing off to the side of a road or a pole if you're me. Okay, so this right here is one of the reasons that I wanted to add commentary to this, other than the fact that it's a gravel race and there's nothing in the beginning that's exciting. There's, I guess you could say, somewhat drama here. I wouldn't really say it's drama, just maybe some confusion on everyone's behalf, but I guess long story short, I was following these two for a bit. We were kind of just going back and forth. At one point we were 3 wide. Once we hit a little bit of a climb, the lady kind of dropped back maybe 30 feet or so, I'm guessing, kind of huffing and puffing. And then I was just kind of drafting off this guy, and we were going back and forth side by side together for a bit. And I will point out that the lines on this section of road are really bad, so just putting that out there now. But at one point, him and I were side by side, and she kept inching up kind of in between us, coming back up, and then she'd fall back a bit, and I'm already on the side of the road, so I can't scoot over any farther. And she'd kind of inch up again right between us, and then fall back again. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting, just go around us, I guess? And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she just bursts through the middle of us, flies by, and like as she's like halfway by, starts apologizing, saying, sorry, I just had to get past you guys. I'm like, okay, I mean, you could have just said that, or, you know, went around the left side, but... So at this point, her and I kind of both just dropped the other guy. He was just off in the distance a little bit, so I was starting to draft off her. You know, we were riding side by side, kind of going back and forth. I was following her line. But every time I try to, like, just inch over out of the line slightly to the left side, just to try to inch past her, she'd speed up and get back in front of me. I'm like, okay, so then I'd go back to the other side of the line a little bit on the right side, and same thing, she'd speed up and get back in front of me. And she had a mirror, so I'm wondering if maybe she was watching. And this went on for probably, I don't know, 5 minutes or so until we got down to this little bridge. And we were kind of close, we were speeding up a little bit, and she just spits on me. I don't know if it was intentional. I don't know if any of this was intentional. It might have all just been coincidental, to be honest. I'm not blaming anyone here. But at that point, I was kind of just done with it, and I'm like, alright, I'm going around. I'm over this. Yeah, so that was kind of just the drama, or non-existent drama, I guess you could say. That was the extent of it, and then we kind of just were wide open range here in no man's land for a bit, I believe, just kind of enjoying the views and taking it easy, and finally, we're going to get to some of the exciting stuff. We're getting a little bit of speed, a little bit of spicy downhill, I guess you could say. Well, I guess not quite yet, but very shortly, I promise.
All aboard the struggle bus. Everything is chafing. This never happened before. It's not a fun time, let me tell you. It's going to be a painful ride home. Look, big boy bikes. They didn't seem very friendly. I waved at them. They didn't wave back. That makes me sad. Oh, I see people.
I also apologize for the weird, awkward chin shot. I don't know what happened here. I'm guessing I flipped the
Oh,
camera
man.
up when trying to clean it or something, but I am very much struggling. You can see here. I'm checking my back wheel to make sure I didn't flat, so I'm like, this seems excessively hard for some reason.
This is fun, but the part that makes it less fun is you gotta remember you gotta climb back up this. Is this the turnaround or is it up there farther?
Yeah, so it's been a few years since I've done the 20-mile distance of this race, so there's a little bit of confusion here. I did turn around here, that's just what they said. I don't know if they got my number plate, and I don't know if I was supposed to go into the aid station area and turn around. That wasn't clear, but this seemed to be the turnaround, so I don't know that it really mattered. The only reason I bring this up is because the second place guy in the race, he was like a minute behind me. He finished a minute behind me, but we never saw each other the whole race, and we couldn't figure out how. And the only thing I can think of is that maybe he went into the little aid station loop around thing they had, and at that point I somehow passed him because I just turned around here. That's the only thing I could think of. But yeah, we didn't see each other the whole race, but we were only like a minute away from each other. I hope they got my number
because it didn't look like she wrote it down. If I did the 40, this is the point where I'd probably be crying. Like, literally, physically crying. Love the bumps so much. Love washboard. 10 out of 10 would recommend a nice Listerine hand massage. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna get a concussion from this. I don't know if you can see my hands. We got company. Oh man. It's not often that someone passes me on a descent, so that guy is kind of impressive. He's moving and grooving. Then again, I'm also not exactly confident going much faster at the moment because of my arm. But he's still moving. I really have to go to the bathroom, and the washboard is not helping. But we are cruising, baby. Jesus, take the wheels. Please, let me float across the sand. My concern here is if I go real fast right now and it's washboardy up there and that car is coming, I have nowhere to go. Like that. Is this smoother? Not really. I'm not shifting. That's cool. I think I might have just punctured. But we're gonna keep going at this point. I don't feel like stopping. And I don't hear any air, so I guess we'll find out. My shoulder is killing me though. Oh no. My derailleur is now dying. Yep, I'm shifting without doing anything. Alright, well. We're still like 5 miles away. This is gonna suck. Get plowed over by this thing. It's nice when the semi-truck driver has more courtesy than the other cars on the road. At least he slowed down. This guy's going slow too, he's cool. That is some thick gravel. Oh, now that's not smooth at all. Ooh, we're feeling crampy today. Oh. Crampy Cramperson. I have this hip flexor issue occasionally, and it is not being nice to me. Is that a murder of crows? I think so. I don't know how many. I think 3 is a murder. There's like 7 of them. Someone should start a GoFundMe for the town of Chino Valley to repave this road. This is redonkulous. If I didn't know better, I'd go pet those cows. Oh man, that climb sucked. I have nothing left in the tanks. Well, except for my bladder, but that doesn't count. Am I clear that way, or is there a car coming? All right, never mind.
Who's grazing the land, which is scary. Family fun on site. It's always nice to have sponsors that are on site, right? Make some noise for Team Charity Case! Yeah! We got a fan club now. Here comes another rider. Welcome back.
Good job, man.
The 40?
Huh?
Did you do the 40? Or?
No, I did the 20.
Nice
you-
ride, man.
Were you in the 20 or the 40?
I was in 20.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was supposed to, but I dropped down because I crashed a couple weeks ago, so I had to rip my arm open, so I was like, I'm not up for the 40.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, the going out that way, the climbs all the way out sucked, but coming back was fun, so.
Yeah.
Hello, how's it going?
Can I get you some hydromat?
Got
Sure.
IVs going on. If you
fill
got
up a bottle if
45
you
minutes
feel
is
like
all it takes to get.
I think this one's still pretty, oh, maybe not too long. No, that sample's fine. Thank you.
It still tastes good when you water it
Not
down.
only does he provide shade-free environment, but he's also good looking.
Keeps me
and
from
he's
cramping.
nice to
Oh, that is
talk
good.
to, and
Isn't
he's
it
got
good?
really
That is
cool
good.
stickers.
Right?
So you can
I just wanted to include that clip to give a quick shout out to Moxie Life and their Hydromag product. That stuff is actually good. I'm gonna be honest, I doubted it, but it's pretty good. Also, your boy got first place out of 2 people in his age group, so he's got a consolation win there. Good times. I think second place was like a minute behind me. Shout out to Parker. Then we got Johnny here in his first big boy race, and by big boy race I mean a race longer than like 20 or 30 miles. I think this is his first long gravel race, at least his first 40-mile plus gravel race, so shout out to him. He had a really good time actually. He beat my previous time by quite a bit. Joe Shea also had a good day on the podium, the guy in the blue shirt right there. I don't remember what position he was in, but I want to say he was like 4th in his age group, or 4th overall, I can't remember.
Well, it was another Chino grinder. I don't even know what I recorded at this point, so I probably didn't even record anything. But if you're seeing this, it means you recorded enough to make a video. But honestly, for the 24-mile, I did okay. I didn't do anywhere near what I should have done under normal circumstances with an uninjured arm and actual training. But given the situation and not being on a bike for the last 5 weeks, I'll take it. Ended up first in the age group, which is more or less a pity win at this point because my time was absolutely awful. I think it was like an hour and 40 minutes. I won a state bicycle gift card, I think, which would have been nice to have, you know, a week or two ago, and I had to order my new fork for my bike, but I guess I can buy something else on there, so pretty cool. Overall, fun event. They moved it this year. A little bit nicer facilities. I just wish there was more shade. That is my only complaint. If anyone from Chino Grinder watches this, for the love of God, put up some shade tents next year, over the bleachers or something. We need more shade. It's not hot, but it is, and there's a lot of sun. Anyway, like I said, well-organized event as always. No complaints really other than the shade. And yeah, hopefully I can get back on the bike here and start doing some other races here soon and go from there. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you very much, and go ahead and hit that like button if you can, and I will see you guys next time.